So good evening students, I hope you all are doing good. So let's start today's session. I hope you all are making the best use of this session. So try to learn, try to understand topics slowly and this will help you a lot in making your NEET journey very simple. So first of all, if my voice is very much clear, all of you give a thumbs up so that I can understand that you can clearly hear me. All of you give me a thumbs up if you are ready for the class. So let's start the class today. So yesterday I have given some question in the description. So how many of you have completed the question? If you have completed, say yes or no. If no, not completed. So see, solving every day whatever question I give, it is very important, because when you solve those questions, then it will be helpful for you to build the concept. Today in the end of this session, I will tell you the answer of all those questions, and if you have not completed the question, go back today and just complete it. Now before starting with a new chapter, just I want to ask you, how many of you already are having NCERT? How many of you are having NCERT? If you are having, write yes, and if not, say no. I will tell you what to do. If you are not having NCERT, then go online, NCERT, whatever chapter you want, you can easily download it. So you can easily download it till the time you are not having NCERT, just download it and use it, that part. But as soon you get the chance, you quickly buy your NCERT, because you know NEET is all about NCERT. Also, one MCQ which I have given you last time, that is from the exemplar. All the exemplars are also available online, so that also you can download. So these two things you have to do. So I can see many of you are writing no, you don't have NCERT. So all those students who don't have the NCERT, just you have to type Living World, the Living World NCERT download PDF, and it will get downloaded, and then you can read it for now. But that is not a permanent solution. Ultimately you have to buy it. So let's start with the topic. So we will start today's topic, the second topic. Now the first, Living World, it was a small chapter. One question is asked from that chapter. Now this is a big chapter, and this chapter, it is very important in the sense that approximately 3 to 4 questions is asked from here. So if you prepare this chapter well, then approximately 3 to 4 questions you will be used. Also, this chapter will have application in many other chapters also in the coming part. So this is a very important chapter. So your attention is very much important. So in this class, what I will do, which we do in our regular classes also here in Chaitanya, that we will teach you one concept and then ask you question based on that. So all of you be very much alert. Let's start with the class, and with every topic we will have some question. So be very much alert. Whenever I ask question, you have to answer. So let's start. So biological classification. In this, we will classify organism on the certain criteria. So to start with, first of all, who did the first classification? So it was Aristotle. So it was Aristotle who for the first time has classified the living organism. So he for the first time classified living organism, and he has also classified plants, and he has also classified animal. At that time much was not known about living organism, so he has used rough morphological character. Now what is morphological character? Morphology means external appearance. So now you all must be knowing that plant can be divided into tree, shrubs and herbs. So basically he classified plant in 3 categories, tree, shrubs and herbs, on the basis of different morphological character. On the other hand, he has also classified animal on the basis of whether they have red blood cell, or means they have a red blood or they do not have red blood. So these are all the visual expression, but these are very general classification, right? You cannot have any detailed idea about the classification, but it was the first scientific way to classify organism. So if question is asked, who for the first time has classified living organism? So answer is Aristotle. So now on the basis of this information, I am going to ask you few questions. So the first question is this: Aristotle classified animal on the basis of A, B, C, D. On the basis of what he has classified animal? Quickly. So very simple question. He has classified animal on the basis of. So he has classified animal on the basis of presence or absence of red blood. So the correct answer here is C, right? So yes, Anvesh, DMR, Lakshya, yes, you all are correct. So most of you have given correct answer. So Aristotle classified animals on the basis of presence or absence of red blood cell. Then which of the following is true about Aristotle classification of plant? He classified plant on the basis of. He classified plant on the basis of. Has he used flower color? Has he used leaf size? Had he used morphological character or the habitat? So plant Aristotle has classified on the basis of morphological character. On the basis of morphological character. Further, Aristotle for the first time he has done the classification. So what kind of classification he did? Was it a genetic? Was it artificial? Was it natural? Or it is the first scientific classification based on evolutionary history? So here it was the first classification. So Aristotle has done the first classification. So all of you write the answer in the comment box. Correct. Now last one, which of the following is not true about Aristotle's classification? Now here you take 10 seconds, think and answer. Which of the following is not true? Not true. So Aristotle has classified plants into herb, shrubs and tree. It is correct. They have classified into herb, shrubs and tree. They have classified animal into warm-blooded and cold-blooded. This is also correct. It considered evolutionary relationship. Has Aristotle considered evolutionary relationship? No. It was based on simple morphological feature? Yes. So correct answer here will be C. C is not true, rest other three are correct. So this point is clear. What was the role of Aristotle in doing the first classification? Next, so once Aristotle has done the classification, we know that it is not sufficient because there are many types of plant, many types of animal. But yes, at least it was a good beginning. Then comes Carolus Linus. You remember Carolus Linus, we have seen in last class. Tell me, Carolus Linus has given what? He has written which book? Carolus Linus has written which book? So Carolus Linus has written which book? Systema Naturae. Carolus Linus also has given binomial nomenclature. So Carolus Linus has also given the two kingdom classification. Now according to this two kingdom classification, Carolus Linus has divided living organism into plant and animal. Now on what basis he has done the classification? On the basis of presence of cell wall, presence of cell wall. If cell wall is present, then it is plant. If cell wall absent, then it is animal. So According to two kingdom classification, on the basis of presence or absence of cell wall, organism were divided into plant kingdom or animal kingdom. Clear? Now, but this again was not a very good system of classification. Why? Because when you classify all the cells, all the organism with cell wall into plant, then problem will be there. And these were the problem, because the first problem was prokaryote and eukaryotes were kept together. Means what? On one hand you have bacteria and any other eukaryotic cell, let's say it is fungi, even other plants, so they all are kept together. Prokaryotes and eukaryotes are very distinct, but they are kept together in the same group. Another problem, unicellular and multicellular organism are kept in the same group. So they are distinct, but still they are kept in together. Then third problem with this classification is that the photosynthetic is also called autotrophic. Photosynthetic is autotrophic. So both autotrophic and heterotrophic. Autotrophic and heterotrophic, both were kept together in the same kingdom. For example, autotrophic, if I say, so autotrophic can be cyanobacteria, heterotrophic other organism, like let's say paramecium, amoeba. We will see that in later part of the chapter. So again, third is also problem, that both autotrophic and heterotrophic are kept together. On the other hand, see, here is one example. Fungi is placed with plant. Fungi is heterotrophic, plant is autotrophic, but they are both kept together, although fungi do not have chlorophyll. So this is also again a problem. Euglena is having all the characters similar to plant. Euglena perform photosynthesis, it has chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, but Euglena do not have cell wall. Now because it do not have cell wall, how can you keep it in plant? But if it is performing photosynthesis, then it has a character of plant. So again the problem was with the position of Euglena. Euglena was not given any position, neither in plant nor in animal. So now you understand there are many problems with two kingdom classification. So there is a need of further advanced system of classification. So the two kingdom classification was the foundation, but it was not sufficient because of these limitations. So this lead to development of a more advanced mode of classification. Now here how question is asked, one basic question, who has given the two kingdom classification? Then what are the limitation of two kingdom classification? So on this basis, let's solve this question. So you have 10 seconds, just solve this question. Drawback of two kingdom classification was, what was the drawback of two kingdom classification? First point, distinguish between, it was unable to distinguish between unicellular and multicellular organism. Right? There is an inability. So yes, two kingdom classification was unable to distinguish between unicellular and multicellular. It classify organism based on their mode of nutrition, differentiated between prokaryote and eukaryote. So all these are correct. They all were not done, right? So all of the above is the right answer. So two kingdom classification were unable to distinguish between unicellular, multicellular. They were unable to classify organism based on their mode of nutrition, and they could not differentiate between prokaryote and eukaryote. Hence all of the above is correct answer. As I can say, Lakshmi, Panda, Minakshi, all of you, answer is correct. Yes, very good. Lakshmi, so all of you are doing D, so it is correct. So this concept is clear. So now we need a more advanced concept. Two kingdom classification is not sufficient. So what we will go for now? So now we will go for the 5 kingdom classification. Now 5 kingdom classification at present is the widely used, highly used system of classification. So first thing, who gave this? So it was given by R.H. Whittaker. Who gave 5 kingdom classification? It was R.H. Whittaker who given 5 kingdom classification. This kingdom of classification was based on, every classification was based on, for example, Aristotle has used morphological character. This 2 kingdom classification, Linus has used presence or absence of cell wall. Similarly, R.H. Whittaker has used these character to distinguish between this kingdom. So what are the character? He used cell structure, which include prokaryotes, eukaryotes. He has used body organization, unicellular, multicellular. He has used mode of nutrition, autotrophic, heterotrophic. He has also included reproduction and phylogenetic relationships. So now you can see here what all were the limitations of 2 kingdom classification. They all were now considered here in the 5 kingdom classification, and that is why it will be considered as a better way to classify living organism, and that is why it is currently the most accepted method or most commonly used method to classify the living organism. According to this, the living organism is divided into 5 kingdom. The first kingdom is Monera, right? It is Monera. Second is Protista. Third is Fungi. Fourth is Plantae. And fifth is Animalia. So these are the 5 kingdom in which living organisms are divided. Is this point clear? So what are the 5 kingdom? So the first one is Monera. Second one is Protista. Third one is Fungi. Fourth one is Plantae. And fifth one is the Animalia. So these are the 5 kingdom. Now, so here we are very much clear that on what basis he has given the classification. Now, NCERT one table is given. Now, this is the table. It is a very, very important table. From here, a lot of question is asked, right? So, we will take some time to understand this table. So, all of you pay extra attention to understand this table, right? So, see here, it is the characteristic on which the 5 kingdom, so this is the 5 kingdom of classification: Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia. These are the 5 kingdom, and this is the factor in which they are divided. So this is type of cell type. So you can see Monera is prokaryote, and Protista, Fungi, Plantae, Animalia, they all are eukaryote. So you can see now here the kingdoms are classified on the basis of prokaryote and eukaryote. Prokaryote is kept separately, eukaryote is kept separately. Further, cell wall. So Monera have non-cellulosic cell wall. See, it's not that they have kept all the organism having cell wall together. Even they have distinguished organism based on cell wall. So Monera have non-cellulosic cell wall. Protista, it may be present, may not be present. In some it is present, in some it is not present. In fungi it is present, but it is made up of chitin. In case of Plantae, cell wall is present, but it is made up of cellulose. And in which case it is absent. So in case of Animalia, cell wall is totally absent. So if I ask you from this cell wall point, so if I ask you out of 5 kingdom, how many kingdom can have cell wall, right? The question is, how many kingdom can have cell wall? An option is 1, 2, 3, 4. How many kingdom can have cell wall? So the Monera, yes, they will have cell wall. Can Protista have cell wall? Yes. Can fungi have cell wall? Yes. Can Plantae have cell wall? Yes. So number of kingdom. So kingdom with cell wall is 4, right? As I can see, many of you are answering. Raju 4, Yadav 4, Yashwant 4, Rama 4, Anish. Right. So many of you are right. Some of you have written 3 also, but most of you are writing 4. Very good. So 4 is the right answer. Now you understand how to use this table to answer, right? So out of 5 kingdom, 4 kingdom can have cell wall. Then coming to the nuclear membrane. Now most of you must have studied about difference between prokaryote and eukaryote. Now prokaryote nuclear membrane is absent. In eukaryote nuclear membrane is present. Now clearly we have seen only one kingdom, which is prokaryote. So the nuclear membrane is absent in only one and it is present in all. So if I ask you in how many kingdom nuclear membrane is present, the answer will be 4. It is present in Protista, fungi, plantae and animalia. In how many kingdom nuclear membrane is absent? So absent only 1. It is absent in 1. Now here further if I say body organization. So all living organism is made up of body. In last class we have seen cellular organization is the defining feature of living organism. Means all living organism is made up of cell. But here if you see cellular body organization, then Monera is cellular, Protista is cellular. Means what? Cellular means unicellular. These both the kingdom are unicellular. So Monera and Protista are kingdom of unicellular. Monera is unicellular prokaryote and Protista is unicellular eukaryote. Rest all the kingdom we can say they are multicellular. They are multicellular. Now in case of fungi they are multicellular but they can have loose tissue also. Plantae they can have tissue and organ, and animalia they can have tissue, organ and organ system. Now question, name one organ of any plant. What is plant organ? So in human you know that the organ is heart is an organ, kidney is an organ, liver is an organ, but in plant what is an organ? What you will call as an organ in plant? So is leaf an organ? Yes, leaf is organ of a plant. Is root an organ of plant? Yes. Stem an organ of plant? Yes. So these all are forming the part of the plant organ. Clear? Then lastly, mode of nutrition. Very important point, right? And this is one of the most confusing point. Mode of nutrition. Now Monera as a kingdom can have both autotrophic and heterotrophic. See, they can have autotrophic also and they can have heterotrophic nutrition also. Both autotrophic and heterotrophic in Monera. In Protista again you see both autotrophic and heterotrophic. In fungi here only heterotrophic, no autotrophic nutrition in fungi. In plantae only autotrophic, no heterotrophic nutrition, and in animalia only heterotrophic nutrition, no autotrophic nutrition. Is this point clear? So now if I ask you how many of these kingdom have both autotrophic and heterotrophic nutrition? Option is 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me, how many of these kingdom have both autotrophic and heterotrophic? Both autotrophic and heterotrophic. How many? Option is 1, 2, 3, 4. Just we have seen. Now, so if we see here, Monera, is it both autotrophic and heterotrophic? Yes. Protista, is it both autotrophic and heterotrophic? Yes. Fungi, only heterotrophic. Plantae, only autotrophic. Animalia, only heterotrophic. So two kingdom are there which are both autotrophic and heterotrophic, that is Monera and Protista. So if you remember this table, a lot of question you can easily answer just from this table, right? So since we have covered this table so extensively, so now let's practice some question based on this table. Now I know that most of you cannot memorize this table just by seeing like that, right? So for a hint, I will give you this table and you have to answer just by seeing that table. So let's do some question. Now the thing is that there are 10 questions. All of you have to solve all the 10 questions. And in the end, you have to say how many of the question you did right. In return, I will give you a hint of the table in all the question, right? So I expect all of you to answer all the question correctly. So now let's start. So the first question. So first question, this. Which kingdom consists of prokaryotic organism? Here is the table. You can easily see and answer. Which kingdom consists of prokaryotic organism? Very simple question. You can see here it is asking about the cell type. Prokaryotic organism is cell type. So you can see Protista, fungi, plantae, animalia, they all are eukaryotic. Which one is prokaryotic? So it is Monera. So correct answer is Monera. Monera is prokaryotic. Then, so all of you, correct. So all of you are answering C. Very good. Next question. Here, in which kingdom is the cell wall absent? In which kingdom cell wall is absent? In which kingdom cell wall is absent? You can see here cell wall. And now you can answer. Now if we see Monera, cell wall is present, but it is made up of non-cellulosic, that is polysaccharide and amino acid. So in Monera, cell wall is present. In Protista, it is also present in some it is absent, but yes, it is present. Then fungi, it is present, made up of chitin. In plantae, it is present, made up of cellulose. So all four cell wall is present. So what is left? It is animalia, cell wall is absent. So correct answer is D. As I can see, many of you are giving D. Correct answer. Yes, Raju, Reshma, Kushal. Very good. Sheikh, Bittu. Correct. Very good. So many of you are regularly answer. I can see the same name answering again and again all the questions. So very good if you are so attentive during the class. So those who are not answering, I will urge you just participate in the class. Then only you will be benefited. Correct. So D is the right answer. Now time for the next question. Which of the following has non-cellulosic cell wall made up of polysaccharide and amino acid? Polysaccharide and amino acid. See, it is asking about the cell wall. See the character cell wall. Answer fast. So, which of the following has non-cellulosic cell wall made up of polysaccharide and amino acid? Polysaccharide and amino acid. You can see Monera. Monera has cell wall made up of polysaccharide and amino acid. So, Monera is the right answer here. Then, yes, I can see all the answers are B. Very good. Raja, Kushal, Teja, Sheikh. Very good. Bittu, Teja, Lakshya. Very good. So now let's see the next question. Which kingdom has organism with eukaryotic cells? Right? Which kingdom has organism with eukaryotic cell? First question we have seen prokaryotic cell. So you said 1 is the answer. Now it is asking about eukaryotic cell. So choose the correct answer. First one, Monera and Protista. Eukaryotic. Is Monera eukaryotic? No, it is prokaryotic. So not this option. Fungi, plantae, animalia. Are they eukaryotic? Yes, they all three are eukaryotic. Monera, is it eukaryotic? No, it is prokaryotic. Fungi, yes, it is eukaryotic. Protista, again eukaryotic, but Monera, prokaryotic. So you can see which is the right answer. B. B is the right answer here. Junaid, Teja, Busa, Ashish, Nazir, Rama, Sheikh. Very good. So B is the right answer here. So eukaryotic organism, this, all four. Next question. Fungi obtain nutrient by which mode of nutrition? Now it is based on the mode of nutrition. See, mode of nutrition. So just find it out. Fungi through which mode of nutrition? Check here. So, holozoic nutrition, photosynthetic, chemosynthetic, saprophytic and parasitic. You can see here. Fungi has saprophytic and parasitic mode of nutrition, right? So let's see one by one. See, if I ask you holozoic nutrition, which has holozoic nutrition? Kingdom Animalia has holozoic nutrition. Kingdom Animalia has holozoic nutrition, as you can see here. Then photosynthetic. Now photosynthetic, many are photosynthetic. Plant is also photosynthetic. Monera, some of the Monera are also photosynthetic, and Protista is also photosynthetic. Then chemosynthetic. So there are many Monera which is chemosynthetic, but fungi is saprophytic and parasitic. So correct answer is D. Yes. Avnish, Lakshya, Sheikh, Teja. Very good. Bittu, Aradhya. So correct. Most of you are answering D. Very good. Rama, Harsh, Kirti, Nayab. Very good. So now time for the next question. Question number 6. Here, which kingdom include organism with tissue organ system level of organization? Now it is based on body organization. Tissue and organ system level of organization. See here, cellular, unicellular, right? Multicellular, but in multicellular this will be tissue, this one will be tissue and organ, this one will be tissue, organ and organ system. So now question is tissue organ system level of organization. So correct answer will be C. Now here if I ask you Monera, so Monera is cellular. Protista, again it is cellular. Fungi, it is multicellular. Although we will see, when we will see fungi in detail, there is one fungi which is unicellular also, and which is the unicellular fungi. Who can answer it? Write in the chat box. What is the unicellular fungi? What is the unicellular fungi? Example of unicellular fungi. Who can answer it? Fast. So the example of unicellular fungi is yeast. Example of unicellular fungi is yeast. Correct? So here right answer will be kingdom Animalia. Now let's move ahead with the next question. Yes, many of you have given yeast as an answer. Okay, many of you are writing Chlamydomonas, amoeba, rhizopus. No, these are not the answer. Yeast is the right answer. Yes, now I can see many of you are writing yeast as the right answer. Manashri, Harsha. So many of you are writing yeast as the right answer. Very good. Now time for the next questions. Question number 7. Organ with cell wall made up of chitin are placed in. Now again question from the cell wall. Now you have to check in which case cell wall is made up of chitin. In which case cell wall is made up of chitin. Just check which kingdom. So cell wall of chitin. You can see here the cell wall of fungi is made up of chitin. So the correct answer will be fungi. right? Cell wall of plant is made up of cellulose. Cell wall of protista is made up of, again here the protista, it can be variable but mostly it is cellulose. If it is present, it is made up of cellulose. In Monera, it is made up of polysaccharide. Later on we will see, when we will see in detail, it is made up of peptidoglycan. Peptidoglycan, which is an example of complex polysaccharide and amino acid. So clear? Here the correct answer is A. I can see Avnish, Lakshya, Reshma, Teja, Bittu, Rama, right? Sushila, Shiva, very good. So your correct answer. Now next, which kingdom include unicellular eukaryote? Which kingdom include unicellular eukaryote? See, unicellular and eukaryote. Check. Now, which are the kingdom which is unicellular? We have seen only two are unicellular. Now, which of these two are eukaryotic? So, unicellular, eukaryotic. So, which is eukaryotic? Eukaryotic and unicellular. So, unicellular eukaryotic is protista. Monera is considered as unicellular and prokaryotic. Fungi, it is eukaryotic, but it is mostly multicellular. It is multicellular. Animalia, again eukaryotic and multicellular. So here the correct answer will be protista. Yes, Litesh, Venkat, Pratika, Harsha, very good. Suma, Manoj, very good, very good. So now 8th question. The organism with photosynthetic autotrophic mode of nutrition. Photosynthetic autotrophic mode of nutrition. See here. Which is the correct answer? Photosynthetic autotrophic mode of nutrition. See, from here, question is from mode of nutrition. Photosynthetic autotrophic mode of nutrition. So, see here, autotrophic and photosynthetic. So, here, if we see here, Animalia, is it autotrophic? No. Animalia is not autotrophic. Plantae, yes, it is autotrophic mode of nutrition, photosynthetic. Protista, yes, protista also. Fungi, yes, Animalia, no. Monera. Now, Monera have autotrophic photosynthetic mode, but here it is written only. No, Monera is not the only one. So, correct answer will be B here. Correct answer will be B. Kushal, Litika, Rama, Harsha, very good. Sushila, Sudha, very good. So here, Plantae and Protista, it will be the right answer. Now, last and 10th question. So this is the last question. Which kingdom include organism with no nuclear membrane? Organism with no nuclear membrane. Organism with no nuclear membrane are called eukaryote or prokaryote. This is the basic difference between prokaryote and eukaryote. That a prokaryote will not have any nuclear membrane. So nuclear membrane is absent in Monera. So which kingdom include organism with no nuclear membrane is Monera. Now, all of you tell me out of 10 how many questions are correct. You have to answer in this way. 9 correct, 8 correct, 7 correct. What is correct? So let me know how many of it is correct. All the questions were very basic. Fine. So now let's go ahead. So this is one bonus question. It will take some time. So take your time and match the following. Here you choose. Yes, I can see many of you are writing 10, 9, 10, 9. Very good. If it is 10, 9, it is fine. Means you are attentive in the class. Yes, 10 out of 10, 9. Okay, very good. If you have got 10 or 9, then you are attentive in class. Well done. Now solve this question. Solve this question. Match the following. Options are here. So here, see, Monera. So Monera will be Monera will go with what? It is a prokaryotic organism. Monera is prokaryotic. Then Protista. Protista is unicellular eukaryotic. Fungi. Fungi, cell wall is made up of chitin. Plantae. Then Plantae is autotrophic and photosynthetic. And animal, tissue, organ system level of organization. So which option matches? A 4, B 3, C 2, D 5, E 1. So first is the right answer here. So now you understand. So basic what we have seen, that we have started in the beginning with Aristotle. So Aristotle has given first classification. Aristotle has given the first classification. Then we have seen the two kingdom classification. Which was better than Aristotle, but still there were many problems in two kingdom classification. Then more advanced classification was given by R.H. Whittaker, and R.H. Whittaker has said that there are 5 kingdoms. So he has given 5 kingdom classification. But so mostly we will study 5 kingdom classification in detail in the upcoming topics. But there is also another advanced type of classification which is called 3-domain system. 3-domain system. So let's see. It is also given in NCERT, 3-domain system. So let's try and understand this 3-domain system, right? So this 3-domain system, who gave this 3-domain system? Remember, it was Carl Woese. Carl Woese has given the 3-domain system in the year 1990. You can see very recently it is given. So in the year 1990, Carl Woese has given 3-domain classification. Now what happened here in this? So what happened here? All the living organism is divided into 3 domain. Now you will ask this question, sir, what is domain and what is relation between domain and kingdom? See, domain is even upper than the kingdom. We have seen 7 category. Now consider domain even superior than the kingdom. One domain can have more than one kingdom. Understood? One domain can have more than one kingdom also. So domain is one category above the kingdom. So there are 7 category. We have studied that time. Now consider domain as the 8th category, and the most senior category is the domain. So now 3 domains. What are the 3 domains? So these domains are archaea, bacteria and eukaryote. See, 5 kingdom classification kept kingdom Monera. Now in 3 domain system, Monera split into 2 domain. Earlier in 5 kingdom classification, both archaea and bacteria are kept together in the Monera, kingdom Monera. But now 3 domain system, Monera split and it become archaea and bacteria. And rest all the other, so both are prokaryote. See, archaea is also prokaryote and bacteria is also prokaryote, and eukarya. All the eukaryote were kept in the 3rd domain, which is eukarya. Here, archaea have cell wall without peptidoglycan, whereas bacteria have cell wall with peptidoglycan. Here membrane bound organelle are present because it is eukaryotic. So let's see this diagram and then you will understand it better. Let's understand this. So all the living organism is divided into 3 domain, and these domain are archaea, bacteria and eukaryota. Now earlier in 5 kingdom classification, they both were kept in Monera. They both were kept in Monera. Now Monera split into archaebacteria and eubacteria. So now here if you see how many kingdom are there in 3 domain system. So you count here. The first kingdom is of archaebacteria. The second kingdom is eubacteria. Third kingdom is plantae, fungi, animalia, protista. So now you see 6 kingdom. So can we call it as a 6 kingdom classification, right? So 3 domain system is also called as 6 kingdom classification. So here just I will write this one more point, that the 3 domain system, it is also called as the 6 kingdom classification. And how many, what are the 6 kingdom? So here as we have seen, archaea, eubacteria, these both were earlier part of Monera, and other 4 kingdom are the same, which are fungi, protista, plantae and animalia. So these are, now all these come under which domain? Eukaryota. Clear? They all come under eukaryota. So I hope this point is clear. So now again let's do one question from here. So the 3 domain of life according to Carl Woese are, what are the 3 domains? Answer. The 3 domains are, these are bacteria, archaea and eukaryota. These are the 3 domains. So the correct answer here is C. C is the correct answer. Then next question. Domain eukarya include all of the following except. Domain eukarya consists all of it except. So eukarya will not have bacteria because bacteria is a prokaryota, right? Bacteria is prokaryote. So D will be the right answer. Here domain eukaryota include all of the following except bacteria, right? Eukaryota include protista, fungi, plantae, animalia. So now here these were the question which I have given in the last class. How many of you have done this? How many of you have done this question? If you have completed the question, give me a thumbs up so that I understand. Now here this question, because already time is up, so in the next class I will tell you the answer of these questions. Now in the description, today's worksheet I have shared. All of you have to go and solve this worksheet. In the next class I will tell you the answer of these and that worksheet all together. So it is very important that you keep on practicing, because in bio many of you complain that sir I am unable to memorize it. See, if you practice more, you will need less to memorize, right? So let's start learning through practice. More question you practice, more you will learn, right? So that is it for today. Keep practicing and thank you all of you.